again.
Hmm?
Do the screen thing again. Yeah, I can still hear it.
Well, then these microphones don't work.
There's a fly in here.
Well,
Thomas Merriman. I got fly killers. King of Queens. Did you do a test of this earlier, or?
of King of Queens?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, no, that's it. So, it must have been while we were talking to each other. It pops up as something, but it doesn't start until now, which now it does.
Yeah, it pops up as a discount cereal.
Mm-hmm. So, I got the chat up, and nobody's here.
Nobody likes this TV show. I don't even know why we do it.
Okay, great. I'm
Well,
glad we're
the one
so
that's
confident.
millions is Friday Night Movie Talk.
For some reason, you really want to do that? How is that going to be different than this?
Because we had over 150 concurrent watchers. Because it was Friday night. People are looking for something to do.
So, what you're saying is you just want to do a Friday show now? Or you want to do Friday, Saturday, Sunday? Oh, Miss Carpenter's here.
AC in
Woo!
I don't know.
Oh, sorry. I got a notification. Apparently, I don't have class Thursday, which is nice.
We're doing well.
We are doing well, Miss Carpenter. Got my Diet Dr. Pepper right here.
It's super dark already here in Arkansas. Looks like it's gonna rain.
Isn't she in Arkansas too?
Yep, that's the joke.
Oh, okay. That's pretty funny stuff.
Well, listen, it wasn't meant to be a brain teaser.
I thought it was supposed to be hilarious, and it wasn't, so I was disappointed.
Certain people watching will think it's a brain teaser. Others will just laugh.
Are you going to tell me about King of Queens at all, now that we got somebody here, or?
Oh, you're ready to go, huh?
Oh, sorry. Hey, how's it going?
You're a real firecracker.
Hey, Laser Brain.
I think this show's backwards anyway, doesn't it?
No, it's showing fine.
Oh, okay.
DP, yes. Oh, Miss Carpenter likes my Diet Dr. Pepper.
I'm not sure which one of these guys is the King of Queens. Maybe the guy in the yellow sweater, but...
Uh-huh. I think it's the chick on the right.
Well, if it was made, like, this year, it would be the chick on the right would be the King of Queens.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to change pretty soon, though, so...
I mean, aren't they all the King of Queens?
No, I think the joke is he's the King of Queens, but he really is no king.
Miss Carpenter says I love that show. Well, that's why we're here.
Good taste.
Yeah, it is a great show. I kind of want to rewatch it. That's another one that I feel like we need to... Oh my god. I'm getting 500 emails saying all your stuff is being delivered on the porch right now.
Hi, Beat.
Hi, Beat.
Beat put up a fantastic video today.
Uh-huh.
He went to the store, and he went somewhere else. It looked like a bank or something.
Uh-huh.
That was a good one.
That girl on the show was hot, Beat After Beat says.
The Scientologist?
The chick on the far right? Is she a Scientologist?
She was.
Uh-oh.
Then she became an expat.
Oh, wow.
Then she went scorched earth.
Wow. I don't even know that many words, you know?
Scorched earth?
Yeah.
Okay.
Meher's and Smoke Shop.
Smoke Shop.
The Burn It.
Yeah, she's fun. She was on Saved by the Bell for a whole season.
Was she really? I don't remember that.
Yeah, she was. They went to a resort or something, and they worked there. And she's the daughter of the slob who ran it.
Oh, I got you.
And who do you think zeroed in on her?
Zach.
Zach Morris is trash.
Woo! I wonder if they ever did more of that show.
I wouldn't want to even speculate.
You ever wonder if they did? I mean, how many episodes can you talk about how Zach sucks?
I'd guess the number of episodes that there were.
That's a lot.
Plus the spin-off series, College Years.
Leah Remini.
Okay.
Is that her name?
No.
What's her name?
Leah Remini.
Oh. I was just going what I thought.
It's good. I could see the smoke.
I love the fader in the basement, the father in the basement. Yeah. Arthur.
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 By the way, how are you enjoying my washed hair but no product in it?
It actually looks almost fine.
Ooh.
You just need a little bit of help and you're there.
I know, I just have to sit still.
Arthur. Well, would you give me the gist of this show already? Everyone said how much they love it. You're losing people.
Well, it's an interesting show.
Mm-hmm.
The premise is there's a guy, and they
He
got
does
it,
stuff.
and he does stuff.
Yeah.
He's just a regular Joe. He's a little on the heavy side.
Uh-huh.
Got a smoking hot wife.
Uh-huh.
Everything is going perfect.
Mm-hmm.
He's on an IPS, which is a UPS type of. Yes, you have a question, young boy in the back?
Isn't it he's like getting his man cave too? Like in that pilot episode?
Well, yeah, that's part of his life getting really good, right? He gets this job where he's going to get paid a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
And he's got the beautiful wife.
Mm-hmm.
And they've just got their first house.
Mm-hmm.
And things are good.
And he's getting a man cave and he's getting a big TV and
he's got a basement with a giant screen TV.
It's great.
But his father-in-law has burned down his house and has nowhere to go.
Yep.
You gotta add him. And boink, there's your comedy.
I can't remember how did he burn the place down? Wasn't there like an appliance or something?
I think it was a hot plate.
A hot plate that burned the place down?
That's a trope.
Excuse me.
That's a trope in sitcoms. The hot plate.
It's always the hot plate. Which I've never had a hot plate. I don't even think I've seen a hot plate.
It's for people who you don't have a kitchen.
Oh, so like dorm people. I never really lived in a dorm.
Dorm, or like you're in a. Some people live in like places that are just a single room with a big long hall and there's one bathroom.
Ew.
Well, yeah, the bathroom part, yeah. But the hot plate then will at least give you some hot soup or something. So
yeah, some food. I got you.
Something.
So burns the place down, and that's the setup. And then every episode, something happens. There's a guy, he does stuff.
Well, what's nice about the show at that point is it's really those three main characters and how they all interact. So it's not necessarily that the father-in-law is there and cause a problem for everything. It's everything is causing a problem and he's just part of the mix.
Yeah. You can't have a hot plate in a dorm, only a microwave. Oh yeah, I do remember that. I should know that.
Well, yeah, that's nice on paper, Beat, but I got to tell you,
people still sneak it.
Yeah, there's these humans. They think they know what's best. A lot of them think hot plate is the way to go.
Mm-hmm. Which is pretty rough because it's probably not.
Well, I would much rather eat something off the hot plate than in the microwave.
Depends on what it is.
Soup?
I mean, either would be fine.
Hot dog? I'd rather boil a hot dog than nuke it.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean,
you know what? You won me over.
All right, take it easy.
Ben Stiller's dad played the father.
Right. Moving from Seinfeld, he moved right over to King of Queens. And guess what?
He's playing almost the same character.
He plays almost the same character, and yet somehow it's okay.
And well, they're different enough too.
They are. He's more get rich quick, but Frank Costanza sort of turned into a get rich quick guy towards the end of Seinfeld. Remember he was selling the computers and stuff?
Yeah. I get. Oh yeah, he's got the coats too with the belt.
No, that was Seinfeld's dad.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying in Seinfeld.
Two different dads, bro.
I know. I'm saying in Seinfeld he had the coat thing.
No. Jerry Stiller played Frank Costanza, George's father.
I know.
Had nothing to do with raincoats.
Oh, it was the trench coat.
Nothing to do with trench coats.
I don't believe you.
You have to believe it. It was Jerry's dad who sold raincoats and kept them.
Oh, I was getting them confused. Okay, I was still talking about that show though, and you kept saying no.
But you're still confused.
No, I got you now. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
So, I mean, as far as a continuity line for a sitcom in this one, it's not really one, other than it's just the agitation between the three of them.
Exactly.
And, it's another show where it's joke, joke, joke.
Because Arthur is like a senile old man. She's like the most competent one there, but she's like kind of a hothead, if I remember right.
Right. Well, I
And
mean,
then,
they're in Queens. What are they going to do?
and then he's kind of a goofball.
When you get to Queens, they inject you with something that makes you agitated.
Yeah. He gets agitated too, but he's always goofing around. And he's at some point Lou Ferrigno is their neighbor.
Yeah, that comes much later, and then you get.
Yeah.
They never really did much with that.
But it was fun.
It was fun to have him on there, but I don't know.
There was a lot of good Hulk jokes.
Well, I mean, there was like one or two, but I mean, there was some good stuff. And he had his friend Spencer, who is kind of a douchebag, so you get the douchebag trope.
Mm-hmm.
Black friend, who's really the suave guy that he wishes he was.
Mm-hmm.
Later, they had his. They call him a cousin, but it's his brother in real life.
Mm-hmm.
Remember him? He wanted to be a IPS driver as well.
Yeah, I do remember that actually.
First, he
That's
was
a good show. I like that show.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna watch some tonight.
You know what I was just thinking? I'm like, I think I want to watch some tonight.
Well, here. Let me push this through the TV.
Don't I have copies of that or no? Did I imagine that?
I gave you a box set, yeah.
I think you gave me a box set. I would have to go check for sure, but I'm pretty sure it's over there in my pile.
I was trying to bun you out, but
No, we have it other places too.
oh,
Voodoo.
I want to hear about that.
Voodoo.
What's
That was
Voodoo?
a nice show. Is there a specific episode that stands out to you? Because I already have my answer, and we were kind of talking about it like a week ago.
Really?
The one where Arthur is writing a script.
Oh. Well, that's that. I don't think that was the A story.
Yeah, but it was still something that stood out to me.
And it was Reconstructing Sandy or something.
Yep.
And there were three guys named Dave and Andy.
Yeah.
He was trying to get Lou Ferrigno to produce it. But no, that is not the best episode of The King of Queens. There's one that rises so far above that is the top cream.
Are you going to say the hoo-hoo?
No, that one's cutesy poo. It's okay.
Hoo-hoo.
But there's one that's far above.
What is it?
You must know it.
I feel like you're going to say it and I'll know it, but I don't know off the top of my head.
I mean, every time I watch it, I still tear up.
Could I get a hint?
It's another get rich quick scheme.
Yeah, that's not going to help me. Go ahead and tell me.
Which I should probably mention, this show is basically a redo of The Honeymooners.
Mm-hmm.
The same sort of, the main guy in The Honeymooners was always trying to get rich quick. He had the nice, normal wife that was beautiful and way out of his league.
Mm-hmm.
Arthur is sort of the friend. You get in all kinds of trouble there. Are you on a San Andreas fault?
I don't know what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Stuff keeps happening. Are you gonna recover from it or?
No, I'm still haven't recovered from the Dr. Pepper can.
Yeah, well, stuff happens, man. Life. Miss Carpenter says they were all so funny, and beat after beat, I watch almost every episode.
Well, so ask them. What do they think is the best episode? Because I certainly have mine.
What do you guys think the best episode is? Is there anything that jumps out at you? We mentioned a few moments we kind of liked.
And did you say your favorite episode was the Reconstructing Sandy script?
It was my favorite, like, story. It wasn't. I don't remember what else happens in episodes beside that.
Either do I.
Probably it couldn't be my favorite episode. Maybe I could find out.
I mean, that show is endless amounts of moments, but as far as like a whole package story, I don't really remember just the scene when Arthur figures out he's being paid. They're paying someone to babysit him who's a dog walker.
Yeah. Oh, I remember that one too. That was good.
Well, that was a through line for a while. Just when he figured out that that they were paying a dog walker and he had to walk with Cupcake.
Yeah, that is really good. And he would get like mad at Cupcake and
Yeah.
stuff, right? Yeah,
Because Cupcake was getting all the attention.
exactly. A new neighbor who happens to be Lou Ferrigno. Okay, so it's the episode where Lou Ferrigno is introduced, is the Reconstructing Sandy episode.
Right, because everybody's trying like, oh my God, Lou Ferrigno lives next door. Hey, can you get my script made?
So, and the other main story is Doug decided to buy Carrie a camera. The only problem is that her boss at work also bought her a camera, which happens to be nicer.
I remember that one, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if that's my favorite episode, but I definitely do like, there's a lot of good episodes in that.
How about the one where he gets her laser eye surgery, but it's a coupon
Yeah.
that he can't see anymore?
Beat after beat says, I don't remember episodes. It was too long ago. Miss Carpenter says, love them all. So there's no specific one that's jumping out at people.
Do you remember if there's a Pluto TV channel of King of Queens?
I'm sure I could find out. Pluto TV.
I know it's in syndication all the time.
I feel like it's playing on something all the time. Because I remember when I was like on a plane or something, I was watching it. So I don't know how long ago this was. Apparently a month ago somebody was watching King of Queens on Pluto, so
Okay, so there's a Pluto channel. Okay, good.
where you can just watch it all the time. That's good.
Well, that's sort of the best way to do it, especially if you're traveling or something.
Yeah, usually when I'm traveling is when I watch those.
Because it's not really a show you have to watch in order, especially or it's like Seinfeld in that way.
It's like Friends.
Friends, another one.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, let's see. I'm looking up what people say their favorite episode is. Let's say top 3.
Well, don't do that before I give you my answer because mine will shatter the universe.
Okay, go ahead, give me your answer.
The very best King of Queens episode, period, no discussion, is the one where the neighbor gets them over for dinner and they trick Doug into buying water filters.
That sounds vaguely familiar.
And it's not just selling the water filters, it's the license to sell water filters.
Mm-hmm.
And he buys all of these water filters to sell, which nobody wants, but also the filters turn the water black. And she's mad at him because he spent some ungodly amount of money to get the license. He keeps telling her, no, it's not about selling water filters. It's the licenses. That's where you make the money. It's a pyramid scheme. That is the funniest episode.
I remember that specific line though. No, it's not. It's the licenses that make the money.
It's just garbage.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's actually good. That's pretty good. Yeah, I don't know. I'm looking on here. They're not mentioning that episode from what I'm seeing so far. Which is wild. That's like, that would be your sleeper if we were doing a Duran Duran video right now. Like you gotta go check it out.
I mean, I guess, but I think that's the best one. Plus, you have the guy from Breaking Bad is in that one. He's the neighbor.
Oh yeah, I remember when he was there. Okay, cool. The moment you said that, it became a lot more clear what episode it was.
By the way, nothing to do with this discussion. I actually came across some water filter licenses. I was thinking about selling you a couple.
Oh, I'm actually good on those. I just got some, but maybe you should go ask Katie.
I heard about that, but yours have a problem. You want to get mine.
Yeah, why? What's good about yours?
Mine only turn the water gray. Yours go black.
No, mine is clear. So I'm good.
Okay. Well, the only way they can make it clear is asbestos. So drink up, honey.
So according to this article I found that ranks a bunch of the episodes, their top pick is present tense. Now let me tell you, as I read this, I started remembering what it was. I don't know if it's the best, but it was pretty good. Doug and Carrie 11th wedding anniversary. Deacon and Kelly are excited to present the couple with a special gift, a wildly unflattering oil painting of the how do you pronounce their last name?
Heffernan.
Heffernans. It's the one. Her forearm is gigantic.
Oh, I do remember that. Yeah.
Doug has giant buck teeth.
That one doesn't stick out to me. I remember the arm though, definitely.
We learned the painting was a part of a scheme the Palmers had hatched. Doug and Carrie previously gave them a set of borderline racist Harlem jazz
Oh,
figurines. So they gave them that, and in return, they were like, "Here's your portrait," and it's like all messed up. And then they get offended, they don't keep it and have it up.
right. And
So that's
I
what
think
it was.
their next move was giving their son for his birthday a drum set.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, the revenge ones are great.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm just like looking at it over here and I'm like, yeah. And I remember she puts the figures in her car and they like go there with a bunch of other like black people and they see that she has the statues and they start judging her.
Yeah, if I'm being honest, I don't remember all the ins and outs of that episode.
The funny thing is, I remember that episode really well now that I'm thinking about it.
Yeah,
Like all that stuff. I can like picture it pretty well. Let me see what their second one was, just in case. Oh, the episode where they need to find a new couple to take. I remember that one. Like, to go double dating. They get 4 tickets to the Knicks game, and they're trying to figure out a couple to go with.
why wouldn't they take Deacon?
The Palmers still separated. She and Doug need to find a new couple to take.
I see. That's right.
I was trying not to spoil it, but yeah, okay.
Yeah, I don't really care for those kind of episodes.
Mm-hmm. But I remember he would say, like, that guy picks his teeth, or that guy stinks, or
Yeah,
they would have all these reasons.
Wasn't there one guy who was a real schmo, the husband?
Yeah.
That was the goof. No matter who they picked, one of them liked their partner, the other one hated the other partner.
Exactly. That was how it went on.
Because remember, they had that Italian guy for a little while before he got moved out.
Mm-hmm.
And he had a real obnoxious wife.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. So you know what? And they're saying this episode, I'm like, those weren't bad episodes. Those were pretty fun. Once again, I would need to watch the whole series again to give a truly what my favorite one is, you know?
So that's all they're calling the best episodes?
They're calling, those are the top 2. Do you want the third one?
Might as well.
Okay, we'll do top 3 then. Poor judgment, another opportunity to move up the ranks at IPS leads Doug to admit to Carrie that he did once have a dream he gave up on. When he was a bouncer, he had a chance to fill in as a bartender but couldn't keep up with the pace. He abandoned his fantasies. Now he's ready to sign up for bartending school.
So, yeah, I remember that's the one where remember they went back in time where you could see him as a bouncer?
Yeah, I do remember that.
It's the one where he first met her.
Uh-huh.
And he had like a long black leather coat and a microphone that kind of came down here.
He was super cool.
Yeah.
Is what you're saying.
Yeah, super cool, right.
Yep. Yeah, okay. That's what it's saying is the third best episode is. So we have number 1, the painting, number 2, the couple, number 3, the bartender episode. So according to that article I found, they ranked I think every episode, but those they were saying is the best. Yeah. Well, there you go. What do you have to say about that?
I have to say, one of my favorite moments, I think I mentioned this the other day, is when Arthur invented his own screwdriver head.
Mm-hmm.
And he just took the A out of a typewriter.
Mm-hmm.
He called it the A-hole.
Mm-hmm. I bet you like that one.
Yeah, because the whole episode he's trying to sell it.
Mm-hmm.
That was a good one.
There's no hole that takes the A because everything is built with Allen and all that stuff.
Right, but he wants people to start buying screws and a screwdriver with just his design so he can get rich.
Yeah, that's going to take a lot of convincing, especially with people are already upset that there's multiple like types of screws and all that stuff.
Well, I don't know. It was just funny. It was called The A-Hole, and he tried to sell him to a stoner, and the stoner said, "Yeah, great."
Yeah, this is a good idea.
And he shows back up, and the kid's like, "Huh? What?"
Yeah.
After he ordered a bunch of A-hole screwdrivers.
The best kind. You know about that, don't you?
There was the episode where Doug figures out Carrie cheats about everything.
Mm-hmm.
She can't help herself. Even when they're
Yeah.
friends, she steals money out of the bank
Yeah.
and pretends she didn't do it. That was a good one.
Like there's a Miss Carpenter says, yes, Arthur. And Miss Carpenter saying she's remembering some of the episodes that we're bringing up. I mean, I do too. I'm remembering them as I'm like talking about them. I'm like, oh yeah, that happened. This happened. That's great. I remember when the wife was on a diet. You remember that?
Well, there was one where what's his name came back from summer vacation super thin,
Mhm.
and so then I think that's when she was going to go on a diet.
Mhm.
But then they dropped that. He was the hotter one for a couple episodes. That was
Mhm.
a joke. But then you know, he yo-yoed back up to fat, so
I got you.
mine was dropped.
Well, there you go.
That was another one. How about the one where they were going to stay at a B&B
Mhm.
and they get to that weird old couple's house and then they find out there's some fancy hotel down the road and they're trying to escape the house all night?
Mhm.
You remember that one?
I vaguely remember that one. I don't think I'm remembering as much as you do.
Yeah, basically the episode was how do you get out of the house without those two catching you?
Mhm. And when they were just weirdos, right? There was.
I mean, it wasn't that they're weirdos; it's that the hotel down the road was killing their business.
Uh huh.
So the only people they could get were people who didn't research enough, put enough effort into it, and then once they got there, they were not letting you leave.
Mhm. Like they guilted them to death. Wasn't it that it? They guilted them.
They put their truck in the driveway so their car couldn't leave.
Yeah, stuff like that. It's like you're not going to that other hotel.
Right. Well, Carrie made the escape. She was fine.
Mhm. Yeah. Okay, I do remember that one vaguely. It doesn't stand out, but I'm getting hints of it up here.
These are the premises, sir.
These are the premises.
All right, so it looks like we're near the end here. I can't think of anything else to say unless you can.
I mean, we can sit here and just list episodes for 5 hours, you know?
Well, as I'm put on the spot, I'm having a hard time trying to remember premises because the show is funny, but it also had a lot of heart.
Yeah.
Into which episodes kind of tugged at the heartstrings. It was a ton of jokes, but it was also well written as far as you cared about the characters.
It was a good show. Well, yeah, because if you don't have good characters, then who cares if they're put through these plot lines, you know?
Well, but it depends on the writing, right? The writing makes a good character, and the good acting makes the writing come off the page, and then that's how you have a show on TV for 9 years.
It all has to be good.
Because when those two got back together a couple of years later and did the Monkey Fist,
Yeah.
that one didn't work.
Because the writing wasn't as good.
They
I
didn't.
heard there was some good stuff in there, though.
It was pretty average, though. Come on.
It was average, but I remember there being a few chucklers at least.
It was very vanilla.
Yeah, it was. I agree. We gave it a shot, though.
That's why they call it lightning in a bottle.
You bought me a shirt that said Monkey Fist on it.
Yeah, I bet it had nothing to do with the show.
Didn't it?
Yeah, it did.
Yeah. Why would I just have a Monkey Fist shirt, you crazy?
I'm not answering that on a live stream.
Uh-huh. Nasty.
What does that mean?
You're nasty.
What does that mean?
You're nasty.
No clue what you're getting at.
Okay.
What else? You got anything to say on the way out?
I don't think so. I love that show, and I might be going to watch them now. So that's a ringing endorsement.
All right. Well, then I want to thank everybody who joined us, and anyone out in the future, out in the void, who sees the King of Queens. We're finished. That's hello.
Yeah?
Goodbye.
Oh, you were
This
still
is the end
talking.
of the show, dear.
You were
This is
doing
where-
this.
Yes, that's dramatic.
And then
You were doing this.
On my camera, you were still talking, and I was listening to you, and then you said, "Goodbye, come on." You saying goodbye? What's going on?
Oh, are you delayed?
I might be a little delayed. Maybe
Oh,
you shouldn't be so mean.
well, how can you be delayed? If the second I stop talking, you're answering it.
I'm usually talking over you.
Well, that's true. It has nothing to do with
That,
the camera, though.
yeah, but I'm like talking over you, and you'll like mute for a second, and I think I show up, and I don't know. It's a whole thing. All right. Goodbye. Bye,
Goodbye.
Miss
Bye.
Carpenter.
See you next week for what are we doing?
Duran Duran.
Ah, Duran Duran. I heard of them.
Me
Paper Cup,
too.
and you do not want to miss that show. Why?
It's time to take the pressure off. Ow, 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 ow. What?
Wake Sarah up and have her come do this show. We're gonna retape it.
I'm just letting you know it like muted on your voice.
Really? How about now?
Your mouth's moving.
You're kidding? This thing's dead?
I can't hear you. I don't know.
Hello? Hello?
Beat after beat is saying glitches.
All right, glitches. Then I'll just pantomime.
Okay.